A boy was born one Tuesday when the day had turned to night. He had 10 fingers. He had 10 toes. But no, not quite. Norbert was his given name. He was born with a mutation. His parents kept him well concealed. They knew it was not a tolerant nation. For 5 long years, Norbert waited for his chance to go out and play. His parents feared the worst on his very first school day. For the first time ever, he stepped outside to see what he could see. Second thoughts, perhaps inside was the safest place to be. Well, the town folk were afflicted with the fear of the unknown. They made a few adjustments and left them all alone. Norbert grew up and became a man, consumed with his despair. His parents kept him company, but they didn't really care. All he could do was sit alone and think of ways to die. Luckily, at that very moment, ooh la la, Penelope arrived. Oh, she was his first true love. His heart never resisted. She awakened desires deep, deep down he never knew existed.
Probably won't want to.
With joy, he thanked the gods. She was the tissue for his tears. But then he remembered the ever-present issue of his years.
Maybe this is crazy.
So, out of sight, he made her gifts with the greatest passion. He painted her 100 times and even needed the latest fashion.
'Cause I want to be by your side. Being near to you makes me feel alive. So I want to be by your side.
Hello in there.
She whispered sweetly.
Please don't be so shy. I've never met a man with whom I could see eye to eye.
Not last forever.
She puckered her enormous lips and offered him her heart.
At least we will have now.
He leaned a little too far up.
At least we did have now.
His new world was torn apart. Well, if he couldn't have her, he may just as well be dead. Norbert's first attempt at suicide. The noose wouldn't fit his head. He reached out to the oven for help, but it wanted him alive. And he got only a little wet when the toaster took a dive. This time, I'll end this life. It's clearly not been fair. He plunged towards a blissful death, but stayed up in the air. And while he drifted weightlessly up there upon the breeze, he noticed something rather odd. No one was there to tease. No one to yell, to point, to laugh, to poke sharp things in his eyes. There was no one up there at all, just beautiful cloud-filled skies. This was a moment of awakening. Some might call it fate. Gliding up there far beyond the bitterness and hate. Finally, he floated down and landed on his head. The townfolk excitedly gathered round and beat him till he was dead.